Greetings, awakening souls. Today I bring you insights from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck, as we seek guidance from Spirit, shown to us in the shape of 2 cards. While some may not believe in such things, their skepticism arises from limited life experiences. For those who recognize the uncanny accuracy of these cards in telling past and future stories, there's an undeniable sense of something more at play. The first card, Nature Communication, encourages us to deepen our understanding of the unseen. With this card, Alice thinks that because the flowers are, well, flowers, that they cannot speak, reason, or communicate. They are not like her, and therefore she thinks they cannot ever understand or connect with her. Alice assumes the same applies in the opposite direction, but to her surprise, the flowers in the world, through the looking glass, can speak, and they are very critical, very picky, and very aware of their choices. While they also make assumptions thinking Alice to be a flower like them, yet unlike them, they reveal that most of the time they do not speak, because they feel there simply isn't anybody worth talking to. Alice then realizes the flowers have recognized her as someone worth talking to, perhaps because she has praised their beauty and simply wished to be able to communicate. She also has humility, a desire to understand. When this card comes to you, do not make assumptions about people, creatures, or beings who seem too different for you to communicate with. There is always a way to bridge the gap between us. If you request for these beings to speak with you and stay open to that possibility, there will be communication. This is especially important when working with the plant kingdom, trees and flowers, elementals and fairy energy. Be a person worth communicating with. Open your heart and mind and express your desire. In that way, new bonds and cords of understanding can grow between the human world and the wonders all about us. Divination. You are being asked not to make assumptions. Be open to possibilities that seem to be outside rational expectation. Attempts to communicate with beings from other realms, within nature, spiritual planes, or even just humans, it is thought there is no chance of speaking to or being understood by. Be open and express the desire for communication. Be more lateral and less literal about the ways communication can take place. Be a being worth communicating with. This will go far. Reversed. Stubbornness. Refusing to approach language from a different perspective. Assuming signs and communication must fit in with your own. Assuming things about other beings without really tuning in. Refusing to expand your capacity for understanding. This mystical card sets the stage for our exploration. Moving on to the next message, we draw, don't drink poison. You deserve to treat yourself well. You deserve to inhibit what is not good for you. You do not need to try what is bad for you to know that it is not for you. So, when this card comes, Wonderland is advising you to no longer do what is not in your best interest. You have a habit or two that you would do well to let go of. You have people in your life that you keep giving time and space to, despite knowing you will suffer afterwards, that you will again be upset and disturbed by their harshness, their unkindness. Poison does not only come in bottles, it comes in the form of others who hurt us, deliberately or even without their knowledge. It can simply be that they are not for you, and you are not for them. Poison comes in the form of words which hurt and harm, that fall from your lips or which are spoken about you by others. There are situations you know may hurt or endanger you. There are substances which could be toxic for you, and you do not need to have them in your life anymore. When this card comes to you, it is time to eradicate that which can poison you at last. It is not cruel to refuse to hurt yourself. You will be astonished at the energy you will have once you remove these toxins from your life. Divination. Avoid toxic situations, people, or relationships. Do not partake in what you know is not best for you. Ending harmful relationships, changing toxic habits, or improving your nutrition and health regime. A clean out from your home and pantry of substances, foods, even fabrics that can poison your personal environment, changing unhealthy, harmful thoughts and beliefs about yourself and refusing to speak ill of others, choosing to encourage, support and lead through kindness and strength. Reversed, suffering unnecessarily, holding on to relationships that hurt you, lacking the energy to change habits which harm you. A denial that poisonous things can hurt you. Denial about certain substances. Potential for addiction to food or substances. Obsessive and harmful behaviors which need to be changed, but which you may refuse to recognize. The first card addresses our beliefs, while the second highlights our well-being, intricately linked to those beliefs. Our beliefs shape our personality and, consequently, our reality. This truth extends to our interactions with the world, influencing our perceptions of what is beneficial or harmful to our health. As seekers, we strive for balance and equilibrium, a middle point where peace exists not just for us, but for everyone. Life should be lived with openness rather than restrictions. It's worth noting that societal norms about what is good or bad for us change frequently. Extremes are never balanced and disrupt our equilibrium. Even abstaining entirely from perceived bad things can throw us off balance. Our bodies and minds are resilient, capable of adapting and returning to a state of equilibrium between stressors. To find balance in the world, we must first achieve it within ourselves, providing our minds and bodies with the rest and nutrients they need to thrive. In our distraction-filled world, simply being still is challenging for many. We chase stimulation and activity, often overlooking the importance of simply being. As card 37 suggests, perhaps spending time in nature talking to the flowers can teach us to let go of constant thinking and doing, even if only for a moment. Slowing down allows us to appreciate the beauty in each moment and detach from the mind's relentless pursuit of past or future illusions. Take this message to heart and find what feels right for you. If something feels good, embrace it. If not, consider letting it go. Only you can find your balance point. As you become attuned to your own guidance, making the right choices for your journey will become easier. That's all for today. I'll return tomorrow with another inspiring message. Please subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated. Your likes, comments, and shares are greatly appreciated. Until next time, I wish you light and love.